Corbin, do you have any idea why this would not bring him on the camera?
Is he not? What's he not doing?
We'll cancel. Tracy, I'm sending the request. I know you are, Tracy, and for some reason, it's not letting me bring you on the camera. Hang on. It's right here, and it's not letting me add him. Hang on, everybody. Tracy Gibbs, here we go. Add Tracy.
Hey, it worked.
Yay, I was sweating. How are you?
Good. And I totally had like my Vaseo shirt and everything ready to go. And you're gonna love this, but I actually just stained the shirt I was wearing just before this with the Vaseo shirt with the Renew that's sitting here. So I went and put on another shirt, put on my jacket. So here we are. I'm ready now.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna grab my earbuds there and some feedback. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. I might need earphones too. Have we got, let me see if there's any in the car. You know what, they're in the truck. The truck door, I think, has earphones.
Okay, Tracy. That might be better.
Is that better? And I've got earphones in my car. Jake, my buddy, just went out to get them for me too, if that's...
I think you're gonna need to hear any more of the feedback coming from Facebook, sometimes without it.
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay. Everyone will be worth the wait, I promise. We're gonna get Tracy on here. Okay, Tracy will be on in just a second.
Just a second, you all.
Just a second, you all.
Here's Tracy.
All right. I do not have the iPhone earbuds.
You're good. It sounds good to me.
You're okay?
I think so.
All right. Good. Well, let's start then.
All right, Tracy. So I have so many questions out there. All right. And see what happens. Okay, so one of them is, what's the top 3 things that sets RCBP apart from others?
You know, there's probably 6 things, Holly, that set ours apart, but I'll go ahead and give, I guess, what I think are the biggest. Number 1 is in the actual formula itself. You know, I hear so much and so many people say, you know, why do you have so many ingredients in your CBD? Shouldn't it just be pure? And what people don't realize, they don't understand compound medicine. Compound medicine is when you can actually add supporting ingredients that boost or benefit the other ingredients. It's what we call synergism, right? The synergistic effect in products. So for example, we have a couple of ingredients, papaya extract and pineapple extract. They both contain an enzyme called bromelain. And bromelain enhances protein digestion and also works on inflammation, which we know inflammation supports pain. So that's a great combination of ingredients to help support our actual CBD. People that say that CBD works best all by itself, they don't understand compound medicine. That'd be like saying the vitamin C works best all by itself, and yet everybody knows the vitamin C works best with zinc, right? If you've got an immune problem, take vitamin C with zinc lozenges because it works better than just vitamin C all by itself. So CBD works best with supporting ingredients. That's number one. Number two, liposomes. Again, very common knowledge in the CBD industry. I'm going to keep talking, Holly, even though you've gone off the screen because I know everyone else is watching. But the big issue with CBD is that it's got very low bioavailability. In fact, I challenge everyone to get out there and Google it. Google bioavailability of CBD. You will see that there are studies that show it's around 6% bioavailable to a high of only 13% bioavailable. That's nothing. I mean, so somebody could be taking a 500 milligram CBD and only getting 6% of that. Adding liposome technology ensures that the CBD makes it not only to your bloodstream, but gets delivered directly to the cell. So that was the number two. And then, of course, number one, what sets us apart truly is the patent. Having a patented CBD out there, I haven't seen others yet. I've seen patent pendings. I see a lot of companies that don't even have a patent pending, but I haven't seen another patented CBD out there. And even we've had brand partners send me links. So those are the three I think that set us apart, Holly.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Another question is where does our CBD source from? What state?
Yeah, I wish I could disclose that information, and it is a big one, but we are sourced from the United States, all right? I do want people to know that it is made here in the United States, plant to package, but I also would revert back with the question when people ask you that question, can you tell me what state your green beans were grown in the last time you ate them? Can you tell me what state the cow was grown in? You know, why is it such a big deal what state it's grown in? I don't understand. People have not been able to explain to me why. Who cares whether it's Colorado or California? But that's just the fact of the matter. We will not disclose our source for where we get this from.
Okay, I totally get that. Okay. What process do we use for extraction?
Holly, you're asking all the questions that I can't answer.
Oh,
again, the extraction process. Now, I will admit, in fact, just earlier today, I had a meeting with Dallin and Daniel. They are having our legal counsel review the patent to see if we can release it. If we can release that patent and let everybody know and see the patent number, of course, the extraction method and extraction process is written in that patent. But right now, up at this point, I've been told not to share the extraction process, but just know that it is a patented process. And I think we're going to find a way to disclose that eventually. That's what the owners are working on now.
I'm sure it's just part of a proprietary blend, just like Coke doesn't give out their formula and Pepsi.
Yeah, well, it's actually patented, so it is public, and that's why we're debating on whether to release the patent number or not, because once we release the patent number, you can Google the patent number, and you will be able to see exactly how the product is made and what's in there. And so we're debating as to whether we want to do that or not.
Okay, wonderful. I have another question. Does our CBD cream go into the bloodstream?
Of course well, hold on. I better be very careful how I answer this. So there are FDA laws that regulate what's called transdermal delivery, okay? In fact, I believe if you claim transdermal delivery, you have to have a class 1 medical device. But let's use common sense here. Who here puts Epsom salt in their bathtub, right? When you have stiff, achy muscles and you take an Epsom salt bath, why does that work better than a normal bath? Epsom salt doesn't claim transdermal delivery, but we all know that it is absorbed through your skin, into your bloodstream, and deep into your muscle tissue, just by taking a bath in Epsom salt. So I would say the same factor applies to our CBD cream. We all know and understand basic science that your skin does absorb nutrients. We cannot claim transdermal delivery on our packaging. That would be an FDA violation. But common sense tells us that, yes, of course, our active ingredients are getting into the bloodstream.
Awesome. I have so many questions that Brain Partner's given. You've probably hearing all of these all the time. But we thought I'll just roll through them. Is the cream as absorbent as the oil?
Well, and again, when you say as absorbent, the oil gets into your mouth and via the oral mucosa gets into the bloodstream very quickly. Again, the cream, we cannot claim transdermal delivery. So I would have to answer no on that question. It is not absorbed into the bloodstream as quickly. Maybe as efficiently, yes, but not as quickly.
And what would you suggest they use for oil versus cream? How would somebody choose?
For me, it's an easy choice. You know, I was snowboarding just a couple of weeks ago, and I had a torn rotator cuff 10 years ago from a snowboarding accident. And, you know, my shoulder started aching. So immediately, what do I do when I go home? I put the cream on my shoulder, and then before I went to bed, I administered some of the CBD drops to help with internal pain. And then the cream for me was like a direct on contact, direct on site topical application. So if you got an achy knee, why do the oil? Do the cream right on your knee and then take the oil maybe at bedtime or something. So the cream is more direct to contact, direct topical applications for surface aches and pains.
And what are you seeing as far as the cream with skin irritations, eczema, acne? I've seen some stuff there too.
Yeah, I'm getting quite a few emails from brand partners. And again, this is all anecdotal evidence. We're not making any claims to, cure things. But there are a lot of supportive ingredients in our lotion as well. Let's just take the first ingredient, the bamboo extract. That's a highly moisturizing ingredient right there. And then you've got, right behind that is white willow bark, which is salicylic acid. That's where aspirin comes from. So you've got some pain relieving effects just in the second ingredient. And of course, capsicum and peppermint oils, eucalyptus, they provide heat and circulation and blood flow to help with pain. And then again, we've got some more moisturizers in there, caprylic acid and things like that. So it's a great moisturizer. It's a great blood flow enhancer. It's a great pain reliever because of the salicylic acid and the CBD in that product. So I think it would, if I had eczema and I had a dry, itchy spot, I would definitely try our CBD cream.
Amazing the stories we're seeing there, and I wouldn't even have thought of that.
Tracy, repeat the questions.
Oh, okay, Tracy, I'm echoing. So will you repeat the questions when I say them?
Yeah, sure, I will do that. But Holly, I do hear you just fine. I don't hear.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. I guess people aren't. Okay, another question. The timing of taking the products. Can you take Renew, the Eternal, CBD all at the same time, or do they need to be spaced?
They can actually be taken all at the same time. In fact, I would highly recommend Renew and to be taken in connection with CBD, and like Neuro to be taken with CBD. We know that CBD enhances cellular communication, right? Those nerve ending connections that I showed you in my presentation at convention. So imagine if you took Neuro to enhance neural function in your brain, but then your communication was much more rapid and much better because of CBD. So I think they're wonderful products to take together, like Neuro CBD combination or Renew CBD combination.
And how about sleep?
Of course, sleep. In fact, I should have mentioned that because that's probably the biggest one. If you've tried sleep before and thought you got a good night's sleep, wait till you try sleep with CBD.
Awesome. Okay, that's a big one. People have been asking that. Do I do one or the other? Someone did ask, should I do, if I only can buy one product and I have aches and pains, should I do Renew or the CBD oil?
Yeah, if it was only one product of our entire line, I would have to say start with Core Complete. That's the foundation, right? Everybody needs a good multi. But if it was specifically for pain, that's a really good question, Holly, because here's the science behind it. If your pain is caused due to inflammatory response, so in other words, if you have Crohn's, celiac, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, Renew was formulated for inflammation. But if you have pains caused by, severe long-term skeletal injuries, so you've had collapsed vertebrae, broken bones or something that haven't healed properly, or if you have pains based on cancer, which isn't an inflammatory response, there's great clinical studies on CBD and that deep kind of internal pain. So in other words, if opiates are the only thing that have worked for you in the past, I would go for CBD. If it's more of an inflammation pain, I would go for Renew first if I had to choose one. But again, working together, they work great, so I don't know if I'd choose just one. Pain sucks, and if I had to spend an extra $120 to buy the CBD on top of Renew, I would do that if it would take away my pain.
Awesome, I agree. Any drug contraindications with CBD that you know of?
So right now, the only clinical studies on drug contraindications are with psychotropic drugs. So that would mean like antidepressants, Wellbutrin, Ambien, the sleep medication. Now I do need to clarify this. Those studies are upwards in the 5,000 milligrams of CBD, and every single one of the studies has contained THC. So is it the high dose of CBD? Is it the THC that's interfering with those drugs? Legally, we have to say, of course, consult with your physician if you're already on a psychotropic prescription drug. If you
Oh, I lost you, Tracy. I lost you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You jump on back on. Okay. Hey, Tracy's going to jump back on. Somehow we lost him, so he is going to jump on. Hey, great questions so far. We have many, many more to ask him, so he will be jumping back on. He lost connection there in the office in Utah, so hang on. Let's grab Tracy. He is jumping on, everybody. There we go. It's connecting.
All right.
back on.
Wonderful. Okay. So, what would you say to someone who's breastfeeding or pregnant and wanted to use the CBD?
I would say because our CBD is THC free, it's perfectly fine and safe to use. In fact, I've done extensive studies and internet searches on the NIH website and PubMed website looking for contraindications for nursing or pregnant mothers. And if it's CBD all by itself, there are no problems with that. And again, the CBD one is THC free, so no problems whatsoever.
And what about scientific evidence proving that liposome actually absorbs better than any other ways that a CBD is delivered?
Holly, you froze. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, I did. I can hear you. You can't hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me,
I can
Tracy?
hear you now. You froze for a little bit.
Oh, crazy. I don't know what our connection is. Okay, so is there any scientific evidence to liposomes absorbing more than a non-liposomal CBD?
Yes, there are. In fact, I would highly encourage people to go to the NIH website and on the search engine there, type in liposomal cannabinoids. And you will see two studies that pop up immediately that show an increase in absorption. there's also a white paper if you type in absorption ratios